Good morning, good morning. Morning, everybody who's going to watch this live. So, I rarely ever come live in the morning for everybody who would love to watch and listen. But me have to come live this morning because I want to encourage people to go out to a protest that's happening right now in Emancipation Park. Unfortunately, I'm unable to go. I went to bed last night, didn't find out about this till this morning. And then since this morning, I've been looking on social media, watching what's happening, to see how it's going. So yes, that's the first thing I would just want to jump straight into and say good morning to everybody and say, I know everybody can't go like myself, and I saw Tanya Stevens saying that she just fly out yesterday, and if she was here, she'd have did up on her nose. I saw me feel, sis. I feel like I did up on my ears, but I'm headed in the opposite direction. I'm going to Westmoreland. All right, and as you know, just like Tanya, when people have their plans set a certain way, it's hard to just drop your plans. But my advocacy continues, just like Tanya Stevens. I'm always here. I'm going to talk about Tanya life because she says some things which is real, and talk about the people them who don't want to help themselves. Jamaican people who are right with Holiness and in foolishness where I'm going with, we make all we have to know say we can't stop burn the fire where we are born, because if we do it, we done for. No matter how me get fed up and say, yo, me done with the people them and me can't bother with them, and the people them not no sense and the people them not move right. Me still have to come do this right now. And encourage the people them to wake up. Come on now. Go out to Emancipation Park. There is a protest going on now in relation to the government giving itself, all parliamentarians and opposition members, a pay hike of up to 200 to 300%. You know, the more I delve into this story, the more nefarious it becomes, especially with the attitude of the Prime Minister and his response. He is not remorseful. He's hitting back. They're blocking out people from the media like myself and people like Tanya Stevens and other people who talk the truth. You won't see us going viral a certain way. You'll see Tanya go viral bigger than me because she's a big reggae artist. Right? But I'm definitely on their blacklist because me I talk the truth. But guess what? They could have blacklist and cut off audio and cut down live and do whatever they want to do, no matter. Just like how him say no care. The Prime Minister made a statement recently tracing off everybody, telling us that no matter how much Instagram and YouTube videos we make, his administration is doing the work. And so what? We are just like dust off his shoulder. So you see the same attitude where the Prime Minister have it, we have to, and we now going to make nobody gaslight we and come tell we everywhere we is. Prime Minister and the wicked Finance Minister, the little weasel lying man. You can see it pan him when you see them if you're not spiritual and you know about people, and when you know meet people, their energies and everything. When you know look pan him and you know see it, so the man is a weasel. Nigel Clark and Andrew Holiness want to convince us that the reason they deserve 200 to 300% pay increase over the next year or two is because it will make them perform better. That is gaslighting. Only if you're stupid, dunce, a fool, and on a sense, your brain cell then left somewhere in your parents, you would have believed that. Which Jamaican in their right mind are going to believe, say, when a politician then get more pay, they more perform better. They might get 9 million and all kind of million and they ain't do nothing. So wait though. So wait, when they pay double and triple now, what would you expect out of them? 20%? Remember, so we not even get 20% from some of them already, you know. So when the money double up now, the Prime Minister try to say, if you did get 10%, you don't get 20 now. So how much we're going to end up pay them to get 100% out of them to look after Jamaica and do Jamaica business? People who don't go Emancipation Park now, everybody where they are Kingston, who is a real person who live here, especially if you are suffer. If your pay never raised by 200 or 300%. If you're a civil servant, a public sector worker, who work for the government and the government look on and give you 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, them the percent, 18, 17, 15, 13, whatsoever. Then give you across the different sectors. Me I talk to civil servant them especially. Get up from the desk and go on out, go show them say, this what them a do, they enough allowed to get what we do, and now we can make the change. And if we not do that, we done for. Jamaican people need to wake up. On a brain asleep. What happened to you? How the man fi come tell we say them deserve 200 to 300% increase because it gonna make them perform better, and we take that. Go to the protest right now, people. As me say, I wish Tanya Stevens could have come on my page right now, because yo, how then get I5 in a virtual world? More I5 are, you know. Because Tanya Stevens talk last night. So you see people them when you see we are road, una come tell we about, yes, me like how you burn the fire amber. Yeah, Tanya, me like how you talk the truth and the things them. And when you go around some next people and the people them I say, yo, she chat too much. And the next one I say, Tanya cooked, and them disrespect there. People are calling woman cooked, and most of them not have not even half of the abilities of Tanya Stevens. Them not even 10% intelligent like Tanya Stevens. And I call it woman cooked and all these things. Why? Because them don't want to hear the truth. And a lot of institutionalized mind and brainwash and stupid people live in Jamaica. A lot of people who are corrupt by the political advantages that they have experienced live in Jamaica. A lot of people who are uneducated, even illiterate, live in Jamaica. So when you have then little bit of thinking going on in your country, where you think are going to happen? When you have a small amount of people who can think like them brain actually a function, not because you see them are going to work and sit. Enough of them will have all their government job, they not qualify for it because of politics, they get it through. A family, them get it through. A who know a who. A so Jamaica run. So them no want people if talk them things here. So when you no see me a supermarket, just like Tanya Stevens, or when you no see me a gas station and see me all about, me don't want to no come tell me about, yeah, mama, me love you, bunny fire, yo. I want thing, you know, you're powerful in a girl, you attack it, shoot in a girl, like them thing. You might not have the platform to do it. We do, so we represent you. But when the time comes for you to represent yourself, you need to do it. So the first thing you can do as a Jamaican right now, to show that you disagree with the government's decision to increase their pay by 200 to 300%, while civil servants got between, let's say, 3 and 18%. I'm not sure of the disparity, but for different sectors, teachers, doctors, nurses, policemen, firemen, the different ones, they all had to struggle. Where are these people? The other day, I see a one fireman a protest. How much percent them get? That can't carry them through. $13,000 minimum wage can't carry nobody through. It can't even carry a single person to the supermarket, much less for add your bills them to it. If you live in a country where inflation high and your income low. So why them never raise the teacher them, the nurse them, the doctor them, the porter them, the garbage man them, the police them? They sit there and make people want ball and cuss and do all kind of things. Why them never raise for them the people that pay 200 to 300%? You know, can answer that? For all our people them must still have faith in Andrew Holiness and in wicked government. For all our people them who are going to believe the gaslighting, to say that the reason why it is justifiable to increase politicians' income by 200 to 300% is so that it will, one, coming from Nigel, attract new talent. I don't know what kind of talent you need to be a politician in Jamaica. They don't even have a job description. They don't have to show you what it is that they have done, and no one grades them or marks them or says to them, you're not performing well, you gotta go, new one coming. So where is the space for the new talent which Nigel Clark is claiming is the justification for this increase? They are not letting in new talent in politics because they are a clique, a gang, a crew. I keep telling you all this. So they all vouch for each other, stick together in all the evils that they are doing in Jamaica to mash up this country and enrich themselves. You don't see what I'm going? You don't know what is gaslighting? Let me Google it and tell you. No. Because for someone to gaslight you, it is so disrespectful. It's like you're insulting my intelligence. If you're trying to gaslight me, then they sit make people all fight. Like somebody come and tell you foolishness and you just all hold them and just box them across their face. And you end up there so you and them in a problem and you go fight now or whatever. That's what gaslighting does. Gaslighting mash up people relationship their life. When you have all a wife, I find out your husband always a gaslighter and she feel like an idiot. She'll poison him, burn him up with hot oil and sleep. Those are the things that gaslighting do. So imagine the anger and discontent in people like myself who can think Because that's the problem with enough people, them cannot think. So them just go along because their family did PMP and them family did labor rights. So them a labor right and PMP too. You no identity. You no have no self, nothing. Eh? What is gaslighting? Me I go Google it because I know, but me want to tell you no, because I don't believe everything what Google tell you no, not true. So me I'll tell you no what them a do to no. Yeah. This is what the government is doing to the Jamaican people. Gaslighting you. Leading you to believe something which is not true and getting you to believe it actually. Sometimes it's about yourself. Gaslighting is to manipulate someone using psychological methods into questioning their own sanity or powers of reasoning. These people telling us we are idiots. They are telling us that we have no sense and we should be quiet when we go to the bars and speak. That's what Holiness said yesterday in the news. When you all go to the bar and you're talking, talk about this. How politicians need to get more pay in order to perform better. So, let me ask again. The nurse and the doctor, them never need more pay if they perform better down hospital. In a dirty, smell bad hospital, them, a broke down hospital, them, where one window door and AC and all kind of equipment. The nurse and the doctor, them down there, now want more money if they can perform better and save people life down there. And make people foot now right now and them something there. Eh? People who don't no brain for yourself, who go to Emancipation Park right now. Me say me vex just like Tanya Stevens because me supposed to be at the protest. But I'm heading to Westmoreland and that's life. So you see anybody who can go there, sir, and not go, not show no support. As me say when protest call, you have how much million people in this country and you can't get 100,000 out. Because the people, them brain dead. For all who never hear it last night.
He said
I want to play Holiness. I gaslight to no and disrespect to no.
It's what you choose. So when you go to the bar and you start to talk about how we're going to get our politicians to be more effective by giving them more resources to be effective, for which you can hold them to account.
As I said last night, the Prime Minister is lying in this clip. He is just lighting you, not me. You, the person who believe and now got the protest now and feel say people attack too much and this, that and the other. More people need to talk and get angry and upset and show them so we serious boy, yeah. Now worry about my blood pressure. A healthy body this. Me not have blood pressure problem, so me can't get loud and do what me want to do with my body. You are being gaslighted by this man and the rest of them. Why doesn't Mark Golding come out and say that he doesn't want the increase and that his party will refrain from this part of dealing with things and the government should revert it? Either they're going to cut it down or they're not going to do it right now or something. So then just plan to go through with the same way and disrespect way until we say when we got a bar and a chat. So then as so Jamaican people, that's why they say more bar, they are more church. Or more church than bar, alright, two of them. Because the man I go say, we are bar fly. No intelligent, sensible people not there. We are idiot. We not no sense. So him can come tell we this now. Say the reason why they need more money. And we have to choose if we don't want to give them more money, we have to just know that them not going to do my work. If we not give them more money, then performance not going to come up. So me ask the question, like how your money go now and your Holiness and tag him. Like how your money go from 9,000 to 25. You didn't glad you about maybe 18% performance level. Because you're not good, your government now run Jamaica right and you're not good and the whole world see that and you can't tap me for I say that. And your Holiness. I'm not tag him and email him and inbox him and do everything. This Prime Minister and in government, them is a wicked set. So me ask the Prime Minister this. European did 9 million ad. And you say you couldn't, politician can't live off of them, the money they not that good and it make you no can't perform good. Right? So when it go up to 25 million, how much you are going to give it out of 100? Because remember, you're not even give it 20% yet in your performance. Very low, it's like a D student right now. You understand? Maybe E, some people put you at F. Not to mention your finance minister. Your finance minister, him thinks that him can play fool for catch wise and go on like him so intelligent and him so. But he hold on to the same thing. Narcissists. Narcissists. They are narcissists. I don't want nobody come on my page come tell me about mind them hurt me. Mind them hurt me where? How can I be somebody who is in the media and me can come on my page come chat what going in our country? No come off of my page, you no coward and this is a problem with no Jamaican people, no too coward. You no coward and no weak and no soft and no make them get away with everything. I don't want nobody come on my page come tell me about mind them hurt me. What Andrew Holiness could have want to hurt me for? This depend on international media. This depend on the internet. So when bright people like me who naturally born bright and never figure no damn college or no university, if you talk out of my brain, me not just talk out of my mouth. Me don't want nobody come on my page come tell me about mind them hurt me. And me know what he say from one of he say. And guess what? Me I go look further than radio because I don't radio this. So if me want to come here and me want to say frig or whatever, when me can't step on the radio, I'm not a person who just use expletives and all of that. But if I do that, I don't want nobody coming on here and judging me either. I'm not going to judge on yourself and go. Make me talk. If me want anger, me angry on my page. Because when me go up on the radio, me have to contain my anger for them wicked people here. I'm still allowed to talk about it because I have a magazine program. So you see all the people them who brainwash, it dieted labor right, it dieted PMP, it coward them, and the people them who know business about Jamaica, the people them who just in a politics. You see when you come here so and I watch this, or not watch this, we get logic and sense out of it. Don't come tell me what to do. And tell me if you're afraid of people. Afraid of Andrew Holiness for what? What me afraid of him for? He is the Prime Minister of the world I talk about him. And a lot of things that they do, see somebody talking about a mandate. They have mandates for which the public is not privy to until after. And so it means that we have foreign interests running Jamaica. So everybody must quiet and go one side and say they're afraid of Andrew Holiness and afraid of government for what? Him see him and say people don't have nothing for afraid of him for. But of course we know his arrogance and he always shows it. And guess what? Nigel just a show for him more and more. And them are people we have to deal with. Only go and protest it to happen right now. It start 8 o'clock this morning. Right? They want the first world things in a third world country. This country come like a fourth world country right now. Two people poor and sitting here so. Only listen to the man again, you know. Listen to what the man say. He said, how can they deliver if we not take care of them? So how can the teachers deliver if we not take care of their salary properly? How can the nurses deliver? How can the police deliver? Me I try to understand the logics. If the man ever say it is in order for them to deliver at the jobs that they have to do as parliamentarians and politicians, wouldn't the same be true for the different sectors, the civil servants, and even the country as in like the minimum wage? I don't understand. So double standard again, which you know don't know, so them full of that already. Hey people, me never voted. And me always see enough little injustice and thing going in our country with politics. But since the government are coming, me decide say me I go open my brain and start talk out of my mouth. Because the things them when me see, they're unbelievable. So me I'll go back to the argument again. Them a gaslight you know. To gaslight you is to manipulate you, to make you think that what you're saying and what you're seeing isn't true. and what the person is telling you, that is true. Now, they have successfully done that many times, which means that they have no brain control. They have the people, them brain control, them efforts when me are put in and where other people are put in. The reason why we are yield such small results is because they have been able to gaslight the population over and over and over again, and people go with it. Like as me say, when the die-hearted are going to become awake. Me tell you, no can't go back. Election have to come, yes, and we have to governance have to go on. But how can anybody go back and vote for JLP or PMP after this? Because think about it, as I said, Mark Golding has not made any efforts to show us that he really doesn't agree with this. He's going along with it. When the money coming in my account, he'll be like, ha ha ha, more money for me. He'll be like, I'm the leader of the opposition. None of them now ball out on behalf of people. None of them. And we who are ball out people want to tell we about say. If you're not afraid, Andrew Holiness say, Andrew Holiness talk out time mouth say. That argument, you know, want to attach to him. If nobody ever think say, oh, him a got involved in if he do nobody, nothing or no journalist, nothing. For prevent people from talk. No, I'm not gonna do that here. What I'm do now, I'm blacklist you. When your name call, nothing go on for around them the Monday. People like me are certain people. Him and him people them. Plus they have them same gaslighting with the internet, with the algorithm them. And they know when to cut off your audio and they know which tower you are broadcast from and all of that. Right? People need to wake up and realize what is happening in Jamaica. This man is gaslighting you, manipulating you, playing psychological games with you. How must they deliver? He's talking about the politicians.
It's what you choose.
So you can choose to not give them no more money and then we continue not do nothing.
Start to talk about how we're going to get our politicians to be more effective by giving them more resources to be effective, for which you can hold them to account.
But that is so stupid and so it just not enough connect to the subject or nothing, because guess what? The resources to which he refers, meaning monies to take care of the country. And I'm pay that. I'm pay where talk about. Don't get it twisted, people. On a feel say $25 million where we are talking about where Andrew Holiness are going to get. Have to deal with things in our country. That I'm pay. That I'm salary, income. It has nothing to do with resources. So attaching the word resources, because whatever resources he needs is in the budget. Like, for example, their transportation expenses, you know, like if they have to travel, stuff like that. Money for the constituencies, and so on and so forth. To fix the road, to do projects, this, that, and the other. I'm so weary with trying to even a little bit understand nothing what they must say. And then the opposite of it begins to happen when I realize I'm being gaslighted. I'm like, what the hell? Like, you telling me this, I'm supposed to believe you? That the reason why they need their raise to be 200 or 300%, even if they're going to be a part of the restructuring package, which they are public sector workers, so fine. It has to be 200 or 300% when you were just like bullying teachers to take little and nothing, like 5%, anywhere between 4 and 18% is what people got. I don't know if anybody else get. And then there was this man, the information minister, saying how, like for example, another trying to justify this whole thing. The information minister I was watching this morning said, oh, some public sector doctors, just to be specific, and he was talking about principals and so on, their pay was going from like 1.4 million to 2.5. I'm like, okay. Want to know what $2.5 million is in Jamaica compared to 25 million? And we don't expect everybody to get the Prime Minister pay. But when you as a category of civil servants take for yourself 200 to 300%, and then you're giving people between 5 and say 18%, and you have like 2 or 3 groups that you can single out and say, these people got 80%, these people got 100%, these people got... Stop! That's not the point. The point is, by the time you raise the teacher them pay and minimum wage, the little bit we raise it, them still below where they need for live. The opposite is true of the politicians who will receive the biggest increases. They were already living above the poverty line with 9 million and how much of a million them was living. So if you are already living above the poverty line in your country where the majority of your population is here below the poverty line, why would you then raise your population to here still below the poverty line? Let's say the poverty line is at my chin, so we're here. So you raise the people working with you to here, right? Remember, you are here, above the poverty line, maybe about here at the top of my head. You're here with 9 million. The people are here with minimum wage. No, here with minimum wage. Way down here, so. And then the public sector workers are here. May I bring them down off of my chin because they don't reach so near 2 no yet. No go so. All doctor get 2 million a year. Senior doctor. So you have minimum wage way down here, so down on my waist. Low. And you have public servants right here, so. And you're there, so. Now, before the increase, you just bring up civil servants from here, so. To here, so. One little bit. You just bring up minimum wage from about down on my knee to my waist. A little bit same way. You might look far from my knee to my waist, so I can't look further right on my belly bottom here, so. And you just inch them up a little bit here, so. After you did have them on my knee for how long? Me I give you a real natural analogy for you to understand what them people are doing and stop listening to their foolish things. Who can go and protest and go on? So see minimum wage right here, so then just move it from right here, so. And put one little top spanny and put it right here, so. Yeah? And then now see the public sector worker them then did the right here, so a little bit above minimum wage. Are in the same area. And then move them and put them like right here, so. Right? See poverty line here now. See it here. I just say there. So then still below it. Far. Look there. Quite amount of space between my neck. I mean I have a very long neck. My neck proportionate to my body like everything else. See it there? So see poverty line here. So it's civil servant they still there. So teacher them and all of them. Then just put on one little top span MP. See them up here so? Yeah. Then they put on head top. 9 million, 8 million, 5 million, 3 million, 9 million. Are them this. So you left the civil servants them here so catch on the poverty line one distance then can't even stretch for reaching. Right? And you have minimum wage or what private sector pay people little and nothing for clean them place and for work all 12 hours with Chinese them and the rest of Jamaican them will hire them, treat them bad and pay them lower. I say you high people them we are working in the private sector and minimum wage business and you're the up here so well comfortable and what you do? You move yourself, me can't even see me hand to how far you move yourself, it gone. You move yourself so high and the people them so low. And I tell we say because it are going to make you perform better, that Andrew only say. And then Nigel Clark say, if you attract new talent. As me say, how much talent you need to be a corrupt politician in Jamaica? You don't need the talent. You don't need talent for that. Women try fool. Most of them then are left out at there until they retire. So no new politician can come in. Who are the last new politician we see enter? We're prominent. Current Spencer, and he get kicked out for foolishness, and he must be back in it now. Who we see as new politician? We can't say Lisa Hanna new because Lisa Hanna is always somebody who is, a Jamaican favorite person. She come in our politics recently too. But me would say she knew. Who is the newest, like, outstanding politician that we know? I know the one the other day with the Corona party. Eh? You don't want to pay people little or nothing. And then if perform up to standard 100. And then you don't give yourself this high raise until we say, that you don't need to perform. This is so... as me say, people, them are gaslight, you know. It is a subjective experience of having one's reality repeatedly questioned by another. A colloquialism that derives from a 1944 American film, Gaslight, which was based on the 1938 British theatre play Gaslight. Listen to the man tell you no say, the only reason why make we a chat because we a bar fly. A bar we there chat about this, so we junk. And me ask the question again. So when they go up on their campaign with them crates of beer and them bottles of rum, and a junk, them junky people them forget them vote. Who this? Fatty Stacy? Let me get some people in my life this morning. Them on the campaign with liquor. And a junk, then go junk off the people them forget vote in a night, no party them party. Alright, she know better one come on. Okay, maybe I did mistake. That's okay, mama. Listen, people.
How much they deliver? It's what you choose. So when you go to the bar and you start to talk about how we're going to get our politicians to be more effective by giving them more resources to be effective, for which you can hold them to account.
Some stupid person a clap.
It is not going to happen by
Someone I will cheat them when gaslight.
So when I call up the parliamentarians, I say, why are you not at committee meetings? And then they tell me all of this. Boss, we don't have no room to meet.
But that is stupidness, Mr. Prime Minister, because your budget includes those things. You can rent a meeting room for your people to meet and you and them meet. Don't you all have offices? What is he talking about?
Boss, if I come, I just can't, I don't know where I'm going to stay. In the reality,
that is not the reality. Even for persons who work in corporate Jamaica, when your company sends you out on a trip to New York, Canada, Paris, Kingston, Negril, Ocho Rios, wherever, do you have to go in your salary to pay for your hotel room? Tell me. I want to know. Does anybody have a job like that? Where when you go places, the company has to take care of your expenses? Huh? Does anybody in here work on Wall Street? Anybody in government? We are to believe that they need more money in order to pay for meeting rooms and hotel rooms when they have to meet and do their work. And that will give them the motivation to do the work that the country needs. While you are renting meeting rooms and hotel rooms, people roof a leak, people are suffering, and not because they're lazy, because they work hard and they still can't make ends meet. And Holiness.
he said the entire political class of maybe less than 300
Listen to this.
I don't think their salaries come to, even 100, maybe a billion, probably a billion point five.
How dare you, the citizens of Jamaica, complain that we are giving ourselves 200 to 300% increase in our income when it only comes to 1.5 billion? It's only like 300 of us. You all need to be quiet and let us take our raise and ignore the fact that we didn't give the teachers adequate raise, or the nurses, or the firemen. Every public sector group has been in a tussle with the government for the last 2-3 years. Every group that they have entered into with this wage negotiation thing has gone try. You all can go back and look at the stories online. All of the groups, remember the police protested against the government for the first time earlier this year. It was because of wage negotiations. Every public sector group that has been involved in these changes to their salary packages have rejected the government's offer, went to negotiation. In the negotiation, the government tell them take it or leave it. They might inch it up 1% or 2 or 0.5% and continue to throw the scraps at them and say, listen, this is what we can give you. The budget cannot accommodate anything else. You all need to take it and go back to work. And in the people's desperation, they take it. The people need to survive. They take it. And they go back to work. And sadly, those are the same people now who are not in Emancipation Park protesting, who are not realizing that the government is gaslighting them. They are the same people, the civil servants, who are sitting at their desk right now, worrying about their mortgage, worrying about all the bills they have to pay, and how they can't even live a proper standard of life because of their pay. The teachers have spoken. We have heard it. Teachers are having problems finding taxi fare. You can't tell me that because you raise the principal's income from 1.5 to 2.5 million means that you put her in a way better position, so they should be grateful for it. But yet you are taking 200 to 300% and telling us we must shut our mouth. And Holiness, you are very rude.
At most. Put all of them together. So,
Listen to the arrogance.
I want every Jamaican to understand that.
In some no, so we are going to cost.
And we did this knowing that there would be political fallout. We know.
But it's not clear.
Political secret. It's not naivety or, lack of care or lack of respect. We know. But we couldn't continue to do it as it has been done for decades.
In some could continue to work for $9 million because a decades Prime Minister worked for that. So what to the teacher them don't need the motivation to do their work. What to the policeman them. What to all of the public sector worker them. What the man is telling us is that he and his crew are in a different class above the people. Because he is in a class above the people, he is entitled to take 200 to 300% increase in order for us, the people, to get the performance that we are looking for from him and them, the opposition included. Like I said earlier, why Mark Gold did not come out and say, no man, we don't need this right now. Me can't live by my little 4 million or my little how much million me I get. Why Mark Gold did not come out and say, Andrew, you don't know, say people them not who like me and me one party a fight against me. Allow the thing now make we go on the place and satisfy. Why Mark Gold did not come out and chastise the Prime Minister as the opposition leader? Eh? We need new party, no type two, no better. Mark Golding, you know better. You want the money to you, this and watch your account and wait for you reach. When the time come and you get the notification, you just kick back and burn a cigar or whatever the hell you do. Because everybody have them pies. If you're not ganja or rum, someone will take coke and do all kind of thing. So if the logic is, even the opposition, which is so weak and distorted at this time, every PMP follower, every registered voter who always vote PMP, then shame of them party right now. A few of them you see a same face and then they turn around and disgrace one another because them are fight against each other. Be infighting and then bring it up on the public and show everybody. We don't want to see you no dirty laundry. Keep you on the yard. Cause one another when you no go no PMP meeting. We don't care about who no want put in and who no want take out. You hear that? Because the amount of damage we do to Jamaica already, nobody no want to see you again. Me I tell the people them say don't vote for PMP ever again. Because me grew up in a PMP damage. And since me a big woman, me experience JLP damage, so me know about it, me can talk about it. And hold on. Me can't talk about it, me say. Yeah, me growing I the seeds. Then me not put my phone on do not disturb. I want the iPhone. Do not disturb no means say no call no come. Me think that it did mean. When I hear me, can you all hear me? Eh? Listen, the objective of this video is to encourage folks who are able to please go to Emancipation Park. There is a protest going on. Actually, I'm going to watch it on my phone. Let me see what's happening with it. When I hear me, big up on yourself. People, on need to wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, especially. All right, somebody that talk to the PMP, dieted them now. Uno heart need to come alive now and realize, say, you cannot be committed to a party. You have to be committed to your country. As me say, me grew up in the era when PMP did that do for them damage. So nobody gonna like, couldn't remember one of them, the people going with PJ Pakistani, all of them. Stop going like, couldn't remember. Uno member. And now uno say, all right, uno tired of it because if uno not tired of damage what PMP I do, uno would give Labour a chance because as far as I know, Jamaica is a PMP country. Jamaica is a PMP country. The only reason them get a foot in because uno tired of PMP damage, uno talk it truth. Talk truth. Uno tired of them. So uno say for uno me have to say for me not vote, but now me ready to vote and I want to recruit people to vote them out. And not only vote them out. Not only vote them out, make sure so they can't exist again in the politics in Jamaica. This is the kind of unity where the people need to make sure so when we lock them out for good. And who we are going to try with a new. So if we try one new, you're not going to get it perfect. You try to fix up here and make it work. If your seat say that now work and they even threaten to get even 10% as corrupt as them people here, you get them out. New one again. Something must work. And that me I tell you people. Don't go back to these old people controlled by the colonial masters. All of them, every one of them. JLP and PNP. The new party them, we have to try with one of them because the road looks like we're heading towards becoming a republic, which the general idea of it is a good idea. It's just the execution that's going to matter. And as we know, this government F's everything up that they get to do. See, they already F it up there because they start but them a reform. We don't want no reform. I know all colonial England constitution. We want we new Jamaican constitution to make we be a sovereign country. What's so hard in that for people understand? So if you have a new constitution, it's a new beginning, it's a new republic. Why we should have reform something where we don't want? When them a go with committee, they hurry up, go farm committee and a rush it through and a go on like they take people for idiot. We're not idiot, we don't still want to tie up with England. That's why we not reform. We don't go away, we don't reform committee. Mali Mala who fought and the whole on. Go away, we don't reform committee. A new constitution we want. New party, try any one of them. Me not call no party name, me not sign up to party and me never vote yet. These people are wicked. So the protests are going. Anybody in that town area, one of them. Find some time, man. Go out there. Me I go look online to see what me see now. RFM team is out there. And a lot of other media as well. Then the media, them, you know, enough of them compromise, you know. Because everybody knows so them are labor right. So it things them what them if carry them, not if not carry them. Enough of them. No, what me say is alright, me not have to call the party them name because people know me even called them last night. I don't mean it in any way. I just mean like vote for whichever party you think you want to give a chance, something new. Anything new, please. And the party them out there now as far as what me know register at the where you send what name reasoning corner. UIC is one, and then there is the Marcus Garvey Party as well. I think it's called the PPP. That one is a registered party too. We can look online and see what else is registered. I'm just saying, it can't be just the same thing again and again. Come on, people. We can't keep on go back and forth. It don't make no sense, and now we look stupid. A lot of people seem to be stupid because they've been going for it, you know? And now I feel like I've excluded myself from the process over the years because of the process. But now I can be a change in the process by going for someone new, something new. Something new is what we need. We can't keep doing this. It don't make sense. All right, so I'm looking at some posts from Irie with the protests. There's a few people out, so we need to get more people out there. Yeah, more people need to go out. Some people are saying roll it back. We want to see more people out there. It's so sorry me can't go. Shame, disgrace. Yes, people. I miss me want to see more around to go out there. Me have ghost pimples. Me can't go. Me upset. Disgrace on them. No more of you and Holiness. Enough is enough. Yes, shame on the opposition. Thank you. That's a real Jamaican citizen. Shame for the whole of them. Them is a disgrace. People tired of uno. I hope me want their tone so right now, man. Jesus Christ. All wicked them. The people them put on in a power phone come kill them off with stress. Poverty is a stress, and that to not put the people them in. I want to tag them, tag Mark Golden and tag Andrew Wallace. All wicked them. Look at this man. Holiness salary for political directorate will force them to improve service. This gaslighting isn't stopping. It just prevails the last 2 days. The man is not remorseful, and neither should we be. I am not remorseful for the things I am saying, because this man is an arrogant man who is not remorseful for anything he says or does. This is a headline from today. And of course, he's pointing at the people because he talks down to the people all the time. So, you know, he's the boss. Yeah. This is just crazy. They're raising everything for themselves, but not the people. Listen to them trying to comfort us like, oh, we're going to attract new, honest talent like ourselves. I'm Nigel Clark. I am so honest. Like, I'm the best finance minister Jamaica has ever seen, and I know how to gaslight the public. Now look at this man. This man who just come in politics the other day have so much power and control for the foolishness. And he even works them with the people them. The man said government launches initiative expected to better screen candidates for public boards, trying to convince us that, hey, this race is necessary. Because see, we're forming a board and we're going to only look for clean politicians like ourselves to enter politics. So raising our pay made us think of this. And we're only going to do better from now on. Toodles. No, this headline are dropping in midst of everything we're going now, you know.
Tell me now. On no see a manipulation this. This a headline. No, it shouldn't go up. No media should have put it up. None. The only thing they need to put up right now is to show the reaction and what it do to the people them. What this government do. It's just... Look, most of the time this man is talking to the people he's pointing, you know. Most of the time this man is talking on a platform, he's pointing. Now, try to remember when you were a child and your mom is talking to you. What did your mom do? When your mom is reprimanding you and telling you about yourself, what your mother do? What your mother do? I want somebody answer. Text and say it. What no mother do when no mother reprimanding you when she attack to you? What no mother do when no go wrong and no mother attack to you? What main thing what she do as part of her body language? What main thing what mother do when she attack to you and she say, Marsha, Pam, Michael, you know, listen to me, boy. Yeah, you see your boy. How much time you have to tell you? And sometimes we are joke you with the finger too. Your mother points at you when you're a child, not when you're an adult. When you're a child, yes, and as when somebody says she will point up in your face because she's your mother, and she'll put you in your place and make you know say you're out of order. So that and you only say do to we. See him there? Are we in Pitney? Every time him man attack to people, him pint. So disrespectful. And them want people to respect them and respect their office. Popular attorney says government outfoxed public servants. I like the term. They're like foxes for real. Yeah. But why main character about fox? Why the man would have say outfoxed? Here we go again with another narcissist pointing his fingers at the people. Nigel Clark continues to defend massive increase in salaries for parliamentarians. These people look down on the people. That's why they could give teachers such a small raise and doctors in the public sector and nurses and police and firemen and all of them. Yeah, because we are not of their standard. They are up here and we are down here. Yeah. So rude and out of order. So yeah, people, that's why I came on. I wanted to say, you know, if you're in Kingston, please go to the protest. In the beginning, the opposition said that they weren't consulted on the massive increase. The information minister says it's not so. We don't know who's telling the lie because they're so full of lie. Of course, Nigel Clark, all the stories keep saying that he's defending it, and so is the Prime Minister. JTA president, the Jamaica Teachers Association president, says she doesn't envy other public sector groups for massive wage increase they receive, but teachers deserve better salaries. Of course. And a bad man make people them a quarrel, and a bad man make we a quarrel. We know say Prime Minister and say a teacher now go get the same pay. But you have to look at the disparity and look at the difference between the rich and the poor in Jamaica. And you look at someone like a teacher and you pay them so low and you pay yourself so high. So as the lady says, teachers deserve better pay, and that's the point. Pay the people them well, especially if you go pay yourself better and do nothing forget it. Remember saying no, say because I know other reason him say The reason is so that they can do some work. We have to pay them more for them do more work. And that man basically I tell you, me I play one last time, come me I go left for now. Me I go in now. Go ahead protest people, do me a beg no. I remember when election come, no vote for them. No vote for PMP, no vote for JLP. Them I do it too bad for 1962. No vote for none of them. Vote for a new party, make the governance can continue. We don't want Jamaica become a failed state. We must can live under governance. We're not uncivilized. But we can't sit down and take this neither. Let me play phone again. This is the Prime Minister telling us that when we go a bar and we have a little loose rum talk, no call up in name unless we are going to chat say, then if you get more pay, then we can do more work. You hear that? Listen.
Class, how much they deliver? It's what you choose. So when you go to the bar and you start to talk about how we're going to get our politicians to be more effective by giving them more resources to be effective.
Oh, no need resources to be effective. No ineffective because no did it on behalf of the country and the people. No, they're fat no pocket and Holiness.
For which you can hold them to account.
Hear that the brainwash idiot they are clap. Them one. You can't hold nobody to account, Andrew Holiness, because you can't hold yourself to account. The people them want to hold it to account right now. And all you do is continue with a narcissistic dictatorship, right? Of going against what the people and the country want and what is best for the people and the country. You're bright about a bar alone, people sit down and talk. We have constructive discussions here on social media among our peers and our families and everywhere we got people that talk about you, Andrew Holiness, you're not going good.
Parliament here that say, why are you not at committee meetings and then they tell me all of this? Boss, we don't have no room to meet. Boss, if I come, I just can't, I don't know where I'm going to stay.
Are you for providing your budget which part of people them for stay when you no go far out for go keep meeting? When me can't meet and no office and go no yard? Eh? You want to tell me so when you know go England, Canada, all about and una pay feet out and no pay lies?
Prime ministers before, and can you genuinely tell me that you're...
You run it back.
If you take the entire political class of maybe less than...
In this part, he's saying we need to be quiet because it's not a lot.
I think their salaries come to, even 100, maybe a billion, probably $1.5 billion at most. You put all of them together. So, I listen to their conversation. I want every Jamaican to understand.
No, you don't listen. You grieve when the people them talk and you only say you come trace way after your pulpit.
That I listen. And we did this knowing that there would be political fallout.
If you did listen to the people, them you don't know you not do a good job long time and try to fix up, but you not care because you don't go to forget rich because you know say people them tired of you. And the people them are going to vote you out next time.
Yeah, we know it's not political secret, it's not.
Him say no political secret and he know there will be political fallout. So I want to make a political fallout make sense, people. By voting for a new party, don't vote back for this man and his party and don't vote for PMP neither. Because them sit down are comfortable and take the raise.
Or, lack of care or lack of respect.
We know say you're not naive. We know say everything we do Prime Minister Andrew Holiness is intentional.
We know. But we couldn't continue to do it as it has been done for decades by prime ministers before.
What stop a prime minister from continue to work for 9 million? Only one answer, greed.
And can you genuinely tell me that your circumstances have improved?
Can the teachers genuinely tell him that their situation has improved with a little $3,000 or $4,000? Can the police tell him that their situation improved? Can any civil servant tell him that? With a little bit of money where they put on pan for them and want to put on enough pan for them and tell people about their enough talk?
Let's try something different.
Yes, we'll try something different. We'll vote you out. All wicked them. People, as me say, for the Kingston, the protests are going on. I don't know who organize it, but as me say in the beginning of life, just like Tanya Stevens, me I support the marcher. Whosoever organize it, good organizing. Let's go. Whoever can go, go. Tanya Stevens says she there foreign, she can't get figure. Me and my way to Westmoreland, me can't get figure. So guess what? Whoever in the area go, call no family, maybe after work later, no can go. Right? Go out for this peaceful gathering to show the government that we disagree with them greedy nature, then corruption, then gaslighting and all the lie them what them a tell for light up. Because when you tell one lie, you have to tell a couple after, you know. Yeah, man. When you tell one lie, you have to tell a couple more after. So that them I don't know, then just a follow up there because them a try hold on to them point, you know, and I say, yes, we have to hold it, you know, because they so tapping eyes and we are going to collect your money. Don't make it bad that way. Don't make it bad that way. Think about this before I go. It is their own words. The Prime Minister says the raise is necessary so that the parliamentarians can perform at a higher standard. The Minister of Finance says it's necessary to attract new talent into Parliament. So, you don't want new talent, you don't want the teacher then stop going and give a brain drain. You don't want the people then stop run off when they go up on the ship. You don't want the people then stop going Mexican border. You don't want the people then with their education to stay here and can make some money. What the man mean by the money have to raise in order for them do a better job? What the man mean by it have to raise in order to get new ones in? Politics not letting people just so. You don't have no job description. You just have links and connection and in a party with a position we put on in a parliament. So talk it truth. Nigel Clark talk it truth. You're not trying to attract no new talent. And a lot of people with their education and their talent don't want to come in on a party because they know so no corrupt. Not for engineer, them and them with the PhD, them and the bachelors and the masters, younger people with can do the job. They're not gonna come in there to come corrupt themselves. We don't know. So unless you sweep out and go and them come with one new party, no new talent no one come in a phone party. Then worse no one go a PMP for them sit at the party them mash up. And enough of the people them who like in them 40s and 50s and 60s we go through where fit them and them parents go through under PMP. They now vote for them. Jamaicans in a diaspora we have the ability to come here around Jamaica. Them now do it because them now join no corruption JLP party. And the people them now join no corruption PMP party with them good education and the experience and the expertise. Them now do it. So if the Prime Minister say they need race to perform better, soldier no want big race to perform better. That's a dangerous job. Police the same. So want to teach them no want to elevate themselves too. No want the people them who are provide the service them through the government to live poverty life. And that no want and live a rich life. Anyway, my people, may have the rest of my day if you attend to, so big up on yourself. And like I said, for those who can go to the protest, go. Let's do this, all right? We link up again next time. Blessings.